Hey guys, how you doing? It's Tom. I'm back with another video, and this one is entitled Our Monthly Expenses for August in the Philippines. By the way, RIP to Jimmy Buffett. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. It's the closest thing I have to an island type shirt. Although I have another one that's a little more muted, you know what I mean? But this one's a little more, a little more Key West, you know. Anyway, yeah, he was good. 76, I believe, right? Too bad he couldn't have done at least another 10 years, you know. But that's just under the average lifespan, right? For an American, I think. So, anyway, guys, let's get to it, man. Let's get to this monthly expenses for August in the Philippines. Now, keep in mind, there's 4 people here. I'm not by myself. But like a family here, you know. There's 4 of us, 4 adults, you know. Um, me, Amy, and her 2 grown daughters, you know. And also keep in mind that I don't have a car, so I don't really have any car expenses. But you know, obviously, if we go somewhere, we have to take a grab or a taxi. That's certainly a transportation expense, right? I also don't have any visa extension fees because I've already got my SRRV visa, you know, that I've had for a while now. 6 months, I think. I think it's been like 6 months that I have it. 6 months ago I received it, I believe, 5 or 6 months ago. But anyway, so here it goes, guys. Now we're in Manila, okay? We're in Quezon City, like kind of northern Quezon City. We're in a condo complex, you know. So we do have amenities. We have a swimming pool that we can use for free. There's a basketball court we can use for free. There's an exercise room that I think it's like 100 pesos per person per day, I believe. And then there's a badminton court like near the party room area where the pool is. Plus, there's an ATM over there. There's a kiosk for paying your bills, you know, and stuff like that. You know, so there's amenities here. You know, it's of course a security gate with guards. There's like 3 or 4 guards on duty all the time here. You know, and there's not, you know, we don't have a hell of a lot of transportation costs because we got 3 malls that are walking distance, like very easily walking distance. You know, like even if you were like, you know, in your 70s or something, and as long as you were not like need a walker or something, but you know, if you don't really have any major sort of mobility issues, you can. I don't care if you're 10 years older than me. You know, you wouldn't have any issues walking to really any of these malls, you know. But anyway, so let's go through the expenses. For rent, okay, our rent is, with the current exchange rate, it's about $615 USD, or 35,000 pesos. The water bill is, which we do pay separate, or you know, but we pay at the same time as we pay the rent, and it's about $20. You know, it's usually around 1,100 peso. You know, but that also includes the common area, water and electric, like for our laundry area, for example. You know, so that's included. Our drinking water, by the way, is free. I mean, we get like 18, 5-gallon bottles of water a month. Okay, so I don't think we've ever used more than 16. You know, and that was sort of like a really hot month, you know, when you drink a lot of water, when it was like March or April or something like that, you know. But normally it's like we don't even go through near that, like, 14, 12, or whatever, bottles, So anyway, our electric bill on average It's been less than this, okay? There's been months, several months where it was like $65, $70 a month, but lately it's been like closer to $90 a month. So I'm just going to put that down because that's what it was in August. It was like $90. The internet is the same every month. It's like 2,500 pesos or about $45. I also pay for Amazon and Netflix. They're like $10 each per month, so that's $20 total. And then the second big bill or whatever monthly bill, which is actually a little bit more than the rent, a little bit more, was about $620, and that's mostly like SNR. We go there every 3 weeks, and we load up. We fill the freezer. You know what I mean, and the refrigerator. So, we load up, but there's also trips to Pure Gold, like at least once a week, maybe 5 times a month. That we go there just when we're out of like smaller things like or vegetables and fruits or whatever. So I included all that, of course. So it's the total is about 620 a month. Now restaurants, which is mostly Food Panda, we'll do it like twice a week, and we'll have delivery. Usually once in a while we go out to the restaurant too. But that's about for August it was about $180, and our Grab fees, which was really only like once for that month. When we went to SNR, round trip, it was like maybe $10 total. My cell phone, which I still pay my U.S. cell phone bill, that's about $35 a month, or for August. And my data, which is like a separate company, it's not a Philippine SIM card, data company. I just put down about $15. That's probably a little bit more maybe than what I pay, because I usually pay for 6 months at a time. But I just figure I'll put that down. Most of these numbers are going to be a little bit, if anything, they're not going to be less than they actually are. They're going to be maybe a little bit more. I round off a little bit, to the nearest dollar or whatever. I also buy, like I said, there's no Visa fees or anything like that, but we do have an LG tank for cooking, gas tank, which usually lasts about 3 months. So that's about 300 pesos a month, because it's usually 900 to 1,000 to replace it every 3 months. So whatever, you could say 350 a month if you want, or whatever, but just figure 350 a month. And then there's sort of like some miscellaneous fees, like loads for the girls, local loads, for their phones and stuff. And yeah, there's some miscellaneous that is about $175 a month. Okay. Now, incidentally, the liquid gas, when I said 300 pesos, that's like not even $6 really. But just figure $6. Just put, if you need to put USD in your in your figuring or whatever, just figure $6, because it's a little bit more than 300, so it's almost $6 a month. And then everything else I said already was in dollars. Now I also have one medication, for blood pressure, losartan, which is kind of a common blood pressure medication here, but I was also taking it in the U.S. And the vitamins are more than the medication. But I also take a number of supplements, and so I just put down there $50 for that month for both, for like that might be a little high, okay, but whatever, maybe it's $40, but let's just call it 50, $50 for the month of August. And now we did go bowling in August. We went out bowling. We got a little bit of food at the bowling alley, like just some French fries and some drinks, right? And then plus we played some arcade games after the bowling. And then after that, we went out to eat. We went out to dinner, or it's kind of like 2 o'clock or whatever it was, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's like our big meal. We usually eat around closer to 2 o'clock actually. It's like lunch, but that's really our big meal. That's kind of like dinner. It would be in the U.S. or whatever. That's just the way we eat. You know what I mean? Like that's not like everybody doesn't necessarily eat like that here. But that's how we eat. Pretty much breakfast, and then a big lunch, and then just light eating at night. Occasionally leftovers, but sometimes just fruit and a little bit of snacks or whatever at night. I try not to eat the heavy meal at night. But anyway, that was about $100 for 4 people. Okay, because the bowling was around with the food that we bought and everything was probably a little over 2,000, maybe 2,100, I think. We each bowled 2 games, so 4 people times two, 8 games plus some snacks, and it was about 2,000 peso or $35. And then we did some arcade games. I forget how much that was, maybe $10 worth or something like that. Something like that. I can't remember exactly, but it's pretty close. And then we had a nice dinner, and that was a couple thousand pesos or maybe 2,200 with the tip or something like that. So it was about, just rounded off. It might have been a little less than this, but just call it $100, okay, for that. And I think I covered all the expenses. I'm looking on my thing here. Yeah. So the total, okay, for the month of August was about $2,000 US. Okay. I think that would be like what, 110,000 pesos approximately, $2,000. So that's what it was. So it was actually a little bit under my income or whatever, for the month. Probably a couple $100 under, But that's now the only thing out of the ordinary on that would be you don't necessarily go bowling and all that like every month. So I mean, that was sort of like a little extra, and that was, like I said, that was $100. So whatever. So the average, if we don't go anywhere, bill for the month or expenses is probably going to be like 1,900 or something like that. I think I remember the last time I did this, which was toward the end of last year, I did a budget video, and I believe it was like 1,850 or something like that for that month. So yeah, that's about normal. So that's about it, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and feel free to comment too, man. Like whatever. If you're living here already in the Philippines, let me know what your budget is. Especially if you've got similar situation. If there's like more than one person. But either way, I don't mind. I like reading the comments, even if you're a single guy or whatever. That's cool with me, man. Just let me know. But that's what it is here, my friends. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day, and I'll see you later.